Hey, this is Lucas with Clean Freak. Today we are going to show you, as part of our Clean Freak how-to series, how to use a carpet extractor. The things that you will do as far as filling it, as far as what you're going to turn on, how to use. Um, won't go very deep into the things that the manual would show, but we will just kind of show you how we set it up, how we start cleaning a room, kind of the technique involved with how we're going to use this machine. So we will show you a couple of the just key things that you're going to need to know in using this machine. Again, refer to your owner's manual. This is the Trusted Clean. This is a old 120 psi extractor. We do have a external heater option that can be put on this machine as well, requiring you to use dual power outlets to be in dual breakers. But anyway, we'll kind of do a quick little walk around of this machine and some of the features on it, and then we will go straight into using it. All right, so kind of getting started with the machine here. This opening in the very front, this is where we fill the machine up at. So that's where your clean water is going to go. That back tank is where you are going to see where your dirty water is. As we walk around the machine, you can see where the hose for the vac hose is hooked up, goes in here. You can see where the solution is plugged in. You can also see the yellow power cord for where we are going to hook up our power. You can see, just to operate this machine, very simple. You've got your two vacuum switches, you've got your pump switch. All of that will be on when you're using the machine. You can see down the black valve right there. You just pull that up, and that's actually how you empty it. So for me, I'm in a location where I can just go outside and do this, so that's what I will do when it's time to empty this machine. And you can see down here on the back part, if you have the external heater, that is where you're going to hook that up. Now, we are in an old church building, so we're actually not going to use the heater. Really, I don't really even feel that we need it in our situation. We have went ahead and spot treated some of the problem areas in the room. So you can also see our wand here. You can see where the vac hose is hooked in to the wand. You can see where the solution is hooked into the wand. We've got all of that hooked up there. So we are actually, the machine is full and we are ready to go. So I will plug this in and we will get started with this machine. As far as our pre-treatment, I'm just going to use this Bright Solutions eraser. You can see where I've got that wet, and then I'm just going to take a brush and just kind of give you an idea. Take that brush, work it in as much as you can. Obviously, for the sake of video, I'm just kind of giving you an overview, but really work that in on these trouble areas. Let that sit for a little bit, and then we will just use the extractor as usual to get that off. But that's just to kind of give you an idea and also let you know what chemical we're using. Just to try and give you an idea of the size of this room, just for kind of frame of reference for yourself. This is roughly 16 by 18 foot room, so like 288 square feet. So I'll try and keep up with how long it takes to actually do this room. Obviously, keeping in mind, I am shooting this by myself, so I'll have to move camera and stuff like that. But to kind of give you an idea of how long it would take for you to do, roughly, this would be a really big bedroom inside of somebody's house. But again, just to try and give you an idea of how long it takes to do a room of this size. All right, so hopefully you can hear me. I've got the extractor kind of in another room here. We'll show you kind of the pattern of how I do it. I like to start in one corner and kind of work my way out of the room to avoid obviously just walking around on the wet carpet. So I've got the wand, we are ready. So I'll start this area, and when I squeeze down on the trigger right here, we're going to see solution come out. I like to take it nice and slow, and then I'll actually let off like right as, kind of at that. Really what we want to do, we don't want to get the carpet so wet, right? So then I'm going to overlap my path here. Same thing. Hold down, work across, and then I do go back over without holding the trigger down just to try and get some extra water up. Obviously, dry time is a big deal in this business. So I'll just keep going, overlapping my path, let off, suck that back up again. Same thing, keep it moving. I don't do very big sections at a time. I know a lot of other people do, and I'm also not a professional. So however you see fit to do it in your space, I really would just keep in mind dry times and do it how you want to do it. I'm definitely not the extractor police here, so however you get the job done and it works for you, by all means, do it that way. I'm going to be working my way back out of this room, so I'm going to start pulling everything this way. I'm going to head. I've got two doors, obviously one here. I've got one on the other end, so I'm going to work my way out of that door again, just to try and not be walking through everything that's wet. Obviously, and I don't know, maybe not very obviously, how these machines work. You're shooting down PSI through the nozzles in the machine. That is getting into the fibers of the carpet. We're then coming back over, sucking that up. So kind of getting into the fibers as much as we can. Some carpets you're going to go slower. Some you're going to go a little bit faster. This is a lower pile carpet, so I don't have a ton that I've got to soak through here. Obviously, some of the thicker carpets you're going to take a little more time on. You got a lot more layers to work through. But as you can see, just slow and steady. Kind of coming into the path that I started with. And then we'll go back across, not pressing the trigger. Suck all this up. Some people will ask, should I use fans for this? Should I, put the air movers in the rooms? If I was doing this inside of a residential area, I would say absolutely. Since I am doing this in a space that I've got a couple of days before this area is going to be used again, so I don't really have to worry about that. This is going to be sitting empty. Nobody's going to be messing with it. But yeah, in a residential space, you got a couple of hours before somebody's home. Yeah, I mean, you probably do want to use an air mover at that point, but that's, again, completely up to you. I'm not the extractor police. You do it however gets the job done right for you. All right, so we're done. Just kind of let you see finished product. There's some spots that are really wet that were more heavily stained. As that dries, probably have to hit those areas again, but at any rate, you just kind of get an idea of how to use the machine and how quickly you can move through a room. All right, so this room is done. Like I said, roughly 288 square feet or so. It took me 20 minutes moving the camera around and everything. So just to kind of give you an idea. Now, some of you may say that that's way too fast. Some of you may say that it's way too slow. Again, I am not a professional at this. This is what works for us. To give us the results that we're looking for. So do it how it works best for you. There's a lot of different ways to skin a cat, as the saying goes, but find what works best for you. Get a good quality machine like this one. It's going to make life a lot easier. Now we're going to move on to some different rooms and get this day knocked out. It's a hot day here in East Tennessee, very muggy. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something in this video. I hope that you have more confidence in the project that you're about to tackle after watching this video. If I can do it, I promise, with the right machine, you can do it too. Thanks for watching. Go to cleanfreak.com and check out all of our other content. Also, like and subscribe for more videos like this on our Clean Freak how-to segments here on YouTube.